Hello, everyone who chose group number 3, the card for the Two of Swords. Welcome to your reading at Central Park in Banff National Park on Treaty 7 territory, the Stoney Nakoda, the Tsuut'ina Nations, Region 3 Métis Nation of Alberta, and Blackfoot Confederacy traditional lands. We are here during a thunderstorm, getting some mood, you know? So enjoy this environment and space. I brought some stones, not for energies whatsoever as paperweights for my cars, because they will blow out there into the rain. And nobody need that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So group number 3, don't mind my having to dig out cards from here, because I've had to throw them under the safety of this bag because wind gusts have been coming up. So, it looks like you may be having some stuff to do with decision making, with the Two of Swords as your indicator card. But let's find out for sure by getting some cards. Before we dig right into it, pull everything together a little bit closer. Before we get into it, I want you to know that I consider myself to be an R-rated reader, which means we could talk about sexual subject matter, disturbing subject matter, dark subject matter, etc., etc., etc. I really most likely will swear. If any of those offend your sensibilities, this is your opportunity to be able to stop watching this video right now. If you want to continue on watching this video, thank you, I appreciate it. We'll have a good time. But I want to let you know that this is a general reading and it may not resonate for everyone. If it's not resonating for you, hang out and enjoy this sweet thunderstorm and listen to some hot goss. Yeah. If it is resonating for you, I encourage you to consider the messages, but know that you have free will and the decisions are ultimately yours. Take it all with a grain of salt. This is not set in stone. I just need to check something because my camera made a noise. Hello? So of course my camera made a noise which made me interrupt the recording, and hopefully I can figure out how to stitch this together. It's a learning time for us all. So, with all of those notes being said, let's awkwardly adjust the camera and get into your reading. Yeah. Oh, energy of the skies, the air realm. With this Two of Swords reading, tell us what we need to know for group number 3. We have the Four of Swords. R&R, baby. We have the Fool reversed. Definitely don't go somewhere. Take some R&R. Maybe this is about the decision. It's too many cards. Sorry. One card, please. We're doing sets of 4 here. One card to expand this narrative. Thank you. The Three of Swords reversed. That's some good juju. One more card, please. 10 of Cups. Arabus Sweets. Why is there air in my mouth? Let's talk about this. Two of Swords is normally about being caught between two thoughts or choices, etc., and being stuck because you're not sure which one to take. Now, this could be a couple of ways that this narrative plays out. First, with the Four of Swords, the Fool reverse, Three of Swords reverse, and 10 of Cups, this could be about moving on from heartbreak, coming out of a period of sadness and being open again to your Ten of Cups emotional fulfillment, but still having fear and hesitancy in not wanting to move forward. So you're like, on one hand, I feel like, yeah, I would like to have the Ten of Cups, but on the other hand, I don't want to start that journey because I've been hurt before in the past. So you're kind of stuck in this limbo Four of Swords energy. Now, on an extension of that, this could talk about that maybe this is a recent thing and that you need to continue to take time for yourself. Maybe you've recently been hurt and you've had to make a decision, either to walk away yourself from an entanglement, a union, a coupling, whatever type of scenario wording you want to use, or that the other person has walked away from you, or that you're in the process of having to make that decision and you haven't actually gone yet. So part of the dynamic issues here could be, I'm just stuck being like, what do I do? Where do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? On one hand, I'm really fearful about going. I don't want to start something new. I don't feel ready to make a decision big time. The thunder has spoken. That may resonate with a lot of you. And a lot of it could be, again, either preventing heartbreak or healing from heartbreak, or an aversion to making anyone feel wounded, yourself or others. But again, this is all tied up in your emotional fulfillment. Now, I need to get me some more here. So, tell me about, what are the Two Swords? Two cards about the Two Swords, basically. What's sword number 1, okay? And what's sword number 2? Interesting. So, again, take what resonates. You could be in a long-term relationship with Ten of Pentacles under the deck. It could be something where you've imagined a future with someone, or you're living that future presently, that you've put a lot of investment into a union with an individual. Again, this could be non-romantic. This could be about, you know, projects, work, etc., because this is about building your legacy. But one side of the coin is Ten of Wands reversed, and the other side of the coin is the Knight of Wands reversed. And by coin, I mean swords. So what I get from that is that the Ten of Wands reversed is like, this has been such a burden that I've been carrying for so long, and I just want to lighten my load. It's heavy. And that load could be, as mentioned, releasing woundings and heartaches from the past and being open to love again, or emotional fulfillment, whatever terminology you want to use. Or it could be about releasing a scenario that you are in right now because it's not fulfilling you and that it's created heartache and you want to be able to go off and be happy. You see how these narratives can be kind of mutable, but there's something about needing to release, to make space within your life, to feel lighter. And then on the other side of it is, with the Knight of Wands, it seems like a deep attachment, like a fear of not being desired, not feeling attractive, like maybe I can't get anything better than this or something like that. Now, certainly there is something to be said for working on things, but there's also something to be said of your own self-value, right? Because I think it's a careful consideration, Two of Swords energy, between, you know, working on something for many years, but you've stuck with it just because, you know, you're like, well, I can't do any better than this, so I'm just gonna like lay in this bed that I made. So again, if it's with a person, maybe they've been messing around on you, because, you know, Knight of Wands could be someone who goes out chasing tail elsewhere, having sneaky behaviors. We've got Three of Pentacles, so that very much talks about that third-party energy in this particular scenario. If your scenario is not about infidelity, it it could be about how you work together. So we have the peace reversed, the world reversed. This may be a cycle that has continued to repeat, okay? I just want to bring this up. If it's particularly with another individual, this ain't the first time and ain't the last time, okay? Again, you get to make your own decisions here, but world opportunities come up for us to try and complete a lesson, to learn so that we can be like, and chapter done, moving on to the next chapter. Maybe it's a cycle for you both, that you both have things that, oh, obviously you both have things that interplay into this. It's not just always one-sided, and I encourage you to, if you haven't been examining that, where your role in this also plays out in the world. The world card, okay? So, let's get some advice here. For the Ten of Wands, we have the Mother of Wands, the Ten of Wands reversed. And for the Knight of Wands reversed, we have Ten of Swords. Okay, so, High Priestess under the deck. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. If it were me, and it is me, giving advice to someone, this becomes a very clear decision to me. This individual that you may have issues with leaving or afraid of them leaving because it affects your idea of self-value, even though, let's say, maybe they're going around sneaking behind your back and doing infidelity things, etc., in whatever way that could look. They're doing something not nice, okay? Ten of Swords, this cannot continue on this way. It just can't. Let it go. Cut it off. The end. You're afraid of taking the journey. You're trying to stay stuck and still. You're trying to find a place in between of like, if I don't do anything, it'll be fine. You're trying to avoid heartache. It's going to hurt. It already hurts, okay? Let's just acknowledge that. It already hurts. Because this Ten of Swords, it hurts a lot. You're like, have you seen this guy? It's a buffalo with like a bajillion swords stuck in it. It already hurts. Pretending like it doesn't is just suppressing it and avoiding it. I'm giving you the harsh tea here, okay? Okay, wow, that just came in out of nowhere. If you are wanting to leave this person all of a sudden because you have someone that you think is going to be emotionally fulfill you, don't get together with that other person, okay? You're like, Jen, why would you say that? Because it's important for you to have this ending and healing and opening yourself back up to love without another person that you're jumping to, because then you don't learn the lesson and that person basically becomes a continuation of that lesson that was not completed. So, hear me. If you have, in your own scenario, a person that you want to jump ship for, from relationship to relationship, don't do it. Definitely leave this relationship, but don't get into another one immediato, okay? What you need to be doing is working on your self-esteem, self-confidence. You need to release yourself from the burdens. Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, okay? Really important here. You've got a lot of healing that you need to do and recover. Look at this person, like fetal positioned in a coffin here. And it's about working on your self-value, your self-esteem, your backbone, having boundaries, etc. Learning the lessons so that you don't need to repeat getting entangled with a person or persons like this and this type of vibe in the future ever again. Because you can recognize it, you can go, that's not for me. I don't know what that sound is. But what I can tell you, group number 3 is the High Priestess, is that you know I'm right. And that's my egotistical way of saying that. The other gentler way of saying it is that you actually already know the decision that you're supposed to be making that's in your best interest. But you're avoiding it. You're avoiding it big time. And it's delaying you from getting to being able to release all this pain, being able to open yourself back up emotionally, being able to work on your self-value, and keeping you stuck in a cycle that continues to repeat in your life. So that is hot damn level clear, in my opinion. Again, y'all have free will out there. You can make your own choices. I'm just giving advice. Particular advice from tarot. So, I don't think I need to pull any more cards on that. Seems pretty clear to me. And I wish you the best of luck in your decision making, and I hope that this has helped you. I encourage you to sit and enjoy this environment while I put away my cards, and then I will end your session. Group number 3, I appreciate you being here with me today, and I'll see you at the next location, wherever that may be.